Notre Dame Dons basketball is on the air from the Don Dome in Niles, Illinois. It's the Orr Spartans against the Notre Dame Dons. Welcome, everybody. Danny Berg and Caden Frawley back with you for Tuesday night action. And we got a pretty good matchup here, I'd say. Yeah, pretty even. We've seen a couple of these matchups throughout this season, pretty even matchups. So I'm excited. I always say that. I always say I'm excited. I guess you could just say I'm excited for every game we play. So, this is going to be a good one. But before we kind of dive into a little bit, we have to do a little bit of groundwork. So first things first, this is the Class 3A playoffs. This is where Notre Dame is at right now, the North Chicago section. You can see they have the number 3 seed, and they're hosting a regional. If you look on the right side, you see that they are hosting Senn, Grayslake North, and Carmel. Next week, Wednesday and Friday, will be those games, and we'll see you around here for that. But I'd say this is a pretty good regional that the Dons are going to be in. Yeah, a lot of even matchups. I know they should all be great games. Of course, we've seen a couple good matchups, like, of course, ND against Deerfield, the 3 seed and then the 4 seed right next to each other. So that just shows how even these matchups are and how close some of these games are going to be. And I think the top 7 are really going to be gutting it out all the way up until they meet each other. Those will be very exciting games, but it's going to be a really good sectional when these teams play. Then we take a look at 2A, where Orr is. They actually have it split up in a huge way. You can see that they come in at number 2 in subsectional B for the North Lawndale sectional. They are also hosting a regional. They will be playing either Rauner or Ogden in their matchup, and then Intrinsic and Raby, one of those two, will play North Lawndale. That's also next Wednesday. This is a pretty packed sectional, to be quite frank, but the top 4 teams, DePaul, Clark, Wells, and Orr, are all really, really solid groups. Yeah, I got nothing really else to say. They're all solid teams. We've seen that's what happens when it comes to these playoff games. These teams are matched up evenly so that, there's no blowout games. They make sure that they're, pretty tight in competition. And now if we look at a little bit of head-to-head, they've only played really one common opponent, and that's Lane Tech. They would have also played Clark, but unfortunately Orr forfeited against Clark. But 2 completely different programs, so to speak. And then if we look at the scoring averages, not a huge scoring game. Now that 61.3 that you see in the final column is a little misleading. If you look at their splits, not a huge offensive team. Yeah, of course we've seen their average in the first quarter for is 5.5. That's a lot that's on the lower side. We see most teams coming in around 10 to 15 probably on average. So for 5 is pretty low, and then we see them start to come back in the second, and then it drops pretty low again in the second and third. So, it shows that they're not very offensive, but their defense might say something else. Take it with a grain of salt, because this team has competed all year long. They were very close with Kenwood, who's a national powerhouse. They competed with Normal West. They've played a lot of out-of-state competition. This is a very good program. And then if we look at some of the previous games that these teams have played, we only were able to get the Normal West game for Orr, but if you look at the splits, completely contradicts what we were just talking about with Orr splits, 16, 21, 14, and 17. Also a lot of points given up as well. But then we look at the Dons, what's very nerve-wracking for anybody at home that likes Notre Dame is that first quarter. Yeah, 4 total points for the first quarter against Bennett. It's just not acceptable. We've been saying that all year. And, once again, against St. Pat's, 3 points. You just can't be having that. You have to get off to a quick start. And we've seen that all season. Out of all the games that we've been doing, we've seen that once ND gets off to a hot start, they're going to play good for the rest of the game. And then, once it's they slow down, that's usually in the second half, and that's when they'll start to slow down. So let's break down this game a little bit. As we look at the past for Orr Academy, they're a very good program. Yeah. The last 3 times that state playoffs have occurred, Orr has won the 2A championship. This is a team that's very prodigious. They have a lot of swagger. They play really well, and it shows with the trophies that they've gotten. Yeah, and one thing I noticed right off the bat as Orr takes the floor for warm-ups here is that they're a very tall team. ND hasn't really seen too many teams where they have, super overly tall guys on, almost every position, whereas this team, there's multiple
guys about 6'3" and higher, which is 6'3" and taller, I should say. Which is, ND really hasn't seen that too often this year. So this is going to be a different matchup for ND. They're going to have to adapt to it.
It's going to be quite the game. It's going to be a great one. That's for sure. We're going to send it down to our substitute public address announcer for tonight, Mr. Dan DeFranza. We will be back following the starting lineups.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Notre Dame College Prep. We ask that everybody please stand and join us in prayer. Father in heaven, we ask that you lay blessings on this game we're about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner in which, by our words and our actions, is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence within us in this game. Amen. Notre Dame. In the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. We ask that you please remain standing. Remove your caps, the playing of our nation anthem. Now for your starting lineups. First, for the Spartans of Ore. At guard, 6'7" senior, number 1, Caleb Anna. At guard, 5'10" senior, Martez Jackson. A guard, 6'2" senior, number 4, Michael Smith. At guard, 5'8" senior, number 10, Deontay Lilly. And at guard, 6'3" senior, number 14, Cameron Lewin. And now, for the Dons of the Rain. At guard, 6'2" junior, number 0, Connor Rosella. At wing, a 6'6" junior, number 3, Bryce Coleman. At center, a 6'10" sophomore, number 14,
We are just moments away from getting underway here between the Dons and the Spartans. There was a little problem before the game. The Spartans could not find their jerseys.
Oh,
that's what it was. Yeah, that's exactly what it
I
was.
thought they just had a long pep talk in the locker room.
You know, I thought that, but then again, it was like something's not right here.
Yeah.
And now more waiting. Okay, now what is it? There's always something. So,
Yeah,
Caden, what do you got for predictions for tonight?
I mean, yeah, like we said earlier, pretty even matchup. Stefan's got some competition in the paint tonight. I'll go with, I feel like it's going to be a bit low scoring, so I'll go 44-41 Dons. I got Dons by 3.
I like it. So whatever that was just about, I don't really know. But, okay. This is confusing at this point. I don't really understand what's happening. But,
all right,
hey, we're going to tip off now, and away we go. It's the Spartans winning the tip, and coming up the floor is Davion McCarthy. Dishes away. More movement. This is Michael Smith back to Leonte Lilly. Hits the top for Martez Jackson. Caleb Hanna will take a 3 and connects. That's a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem for ND if their big guys can shoot threes too.
Here we go. Bryce Coleman coming up. It's loud in here, but you wouldn't think that with people. You can count the amount of people in here today as McGee overshoots, rebounded by Cameron Lowen. And Spartans will bring back up. Lilly dishes out to Lowen and misses. It's a little bit of a new sight tonight, too. The face masks are no longer required for the players.
Yeah, the policy here at ND is done at the moment. There's a nice hook shot right there. Yeah, our face mask policy is done for now. Not sure what's going to happen in the future. But, yeah, it's nice to see that they're – because it was usually just on their chin anyway. It was under their chin anyway, so it's not like they were wearing it.
And look at, there's a couple of the Spartan players that do have them on, and look where they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Drive in, and wow, no foul call there. A lot of contact. There was 4 guys in white in the paint. Williams, McGee fakes the 3, drives in. Chichik, well, a little mid-range, but that goes in and out, and Coleman can't come up with the rebound. You know, this reminds me of, you weren't here yet, but this reminds me a lot of the pace of the game when a highly anticipated matchup has a nice drive in, but no good there. When the Dons played Curie way back when, during their glory years, so to speak, as Sonny Williams will put it in to make it 4-3. The game was so fast. And although the Condors ended up winning the game, I mean, just the speed of the game was incredible. And this is exactly how the Spartans play. They are a transition team through and through. They do not like to play slow. There's a nice bucket there by Caleb Hanna. You know, you think of a Bennett and a Loyola, they like to play it slow, drain out a lot of time, or it's the complete opposite. We'll see a lot of that here this evening.
Yeah, and as you were mentioning that, we saw Hanna take it right to the rim. There's another nice move there and draws the foul. We saw sorry.
You're good.
Caleb Hanna, sorry. We saw him take it right to the rim as you're talking about a fast-paced offense. And, you know, he caught it almost probably 2 feet in front of the free throw line and just took it right to the rim. So that's what you're talking about. We'll probably see a lot of that tonight.
So we do have a timeout on the floor called by the Spartans. A little early for that.
Good way to keep pace, though. You know, you don't want anyone getting out to a nice, comfortable lead, especially with this matchup.
Right, but the other good thing too is that I was not a huge proponent of the mask timeouts.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
That they are gone now.
Okay.
If both teams agree to it, it is still in place from IHSA, but it is not mandatory anymore with the TRO in place, impacting high school athletics here in Illinois. So, with that said, those are now gone. So it kind of reverses how coaches have had to manage their timeouts now, as Chichik leaves it a little short. I was reading a really good piece. I think it was from the Peoria Star Journal or something like that, where downstate coaches were talking to a reporter about how they had to start learning to manage those timeouts, as Chichik will hit his second and try and acclimate it a little bit better to those mass timeouts. I mean, you were basically guaranteed 4 extra timeouts a game.
It's an extra timeout per quarter, which, that could change a lot when it comes to the third and fourth. So, now the coaches really have to start managing their timeouts more wisely. They can't rely on that anymore as a free timeout.
Continuing to move the ball around, Davion McCarthy with the drive, spin move, looking for a little float. That's missed, and Moselle with a rebound. Hand out there from Marquel Crump, but not able to come out with it. Here's Chichik, cross court, Coleman, dish, McGee. Williams with a feed in the paint, and Chichik on the reverse.
Nice move. You see him there. He got in front of his defender, so, all Sonny Williams had to do there was drop a nice pass, and that led him right to the rim, and you see him take a nice under-the-rim basket there from Chichik, and that's what we need to see more of for this game.
Leonte Lilly moving around a little bit, guarded by Stefan. Lawen. Feed in the middle. McCarthy floats and hits. We'll see a lot of those little paint shots. They like to do little floaties.
Pretty sure that's how they've got most of their points, except for the first 3 that was made.
Exactly.
It's just all been nice paint floaters.
Chichik. No good. And a big exclamation from his mother sitting in the stands. Cannot roll it. Great move there by Lawen, but the ball did not want to go down, as a little short there is McGee. And another thing too, now with those mask rules being dropped, at least for the moment, this place is a lot louder than it was before. That shot off to the left from Lilly. I'm barely able to hear myself right now, and there's maybe 150 people in here right now. Yeah,
I agree. It definitely does something to the atmosphere by taking those masks off.
Coleman, great drive.
Looked like there was some contact going up there. Still a great move, just took it strong to the rim.
Had a proponent for an and one, but it obviously did not happen.
Yeah.
And that counts. So he'll have it now. Cameron Lawen has a chance for a 4-point play. Wow. That's huge for the Spartans. So that lead now can completely flip if he converts. And did we get a timeout on the floor? There's something. I think looks like mass timeouts are back. I thought they were gone. That certainly looks like it's the case. So we're going to head off. We'll be right back. We come out of, looks like we're keeping the mass timeouts probably for the officials. This is an older group, looks like, just from appearance, as another whistle comes. As Lawin will have a chance for a 4-point play and give the Spartans a 2-point lead. And Lawin does just that, 11-9. Spartans on top. And there's a little of that full court press that Orr is so well known for. That's just been absolutely deadly. But then this happens. Missed by Coleman. Now, even though that was a miss, he had a great drive through.
Yeah, and Endy knows how to break the full court press very well. I don't think they've really ever been caught up, in an 8-second violation in the backcourt. So they know how to break it well, because from every time I've seen them get full court press, they've been able to break it.
Lilly drives and fouled. So he will head to the line. Second shooting foul for the Dons already. And with 1:43 to go. 1:43 to go. Makes it 12-9. I'm a little surprised that we've got 21 points already collectively.
Yeah, I mean, both teams playing very well. Only a few missed shots from both teams.
Fast pace, too.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like, they're moving really quick. In case you missed it, Jan Kutu did check in not too long ago. He came in for Chichik. Mix it up a little bit in the paint as Williams wide left for a three and rebounded there by McCarthy, keeping it from going out. There's Lilly. Dishes to McCarthy at the top. Faked out a three by Law and back over to Caleb Hanna. Guarded heavily by Williams. Contact and a loose ball.
Nice defense.
Here comes McGee. Too much mustard. Kutu.
Yeah, we saw on that play. On defense, McGee saw that Sonny needed help on the offside. Or I mean sorry. I forgot.
Get your words together.
sorry.
There you go.
He saw Sonny needed help on the weak side of the ball, and he came over, and that's how they got that steal. He saw that his teammates needed help, and all he did was came over and just tapped the ball, and there they got the steal.
Spartans looked like they were going to be holding. Instead, they run a little bit of offense. Almost another loose ball. It's on the floor. Williams comes up with it. Here comes McGee. Little float. And the Dons take the lead with 20 seconds to go. Heads up play there by Sonny Williams.
Yeah. See him diving on the floor through players' legs. Love to see that hustle.
Like a football player.
Yeah.
Drive through, floats, no good, no foul either. And the Dons, after a pretty good first quarter, they put up 13. Just been unbeknownst to them, they lead by 1 going into the second. Eight minutes to go here in the first half. Dons have a 1-point lead. It was quite the explosive first quarter, as we were a little surprised by.
Yeah, we've seen a fast pace from both teams, or with the full court press. Every time Endy inbounds the ball, you see Endy attacking the rim on almost every shot they've taken so far.
And a travel on Moselle.
But both of these teams playing very fast-paced at the moment, and I'm sure we're going to see that for the rest of the game.
I swear you're speaking too fast.
Yeah, I know.
Sherrod Dent did check in, and look out from three-point land if you're the Spartans right now. He's been deadly dangerous from beyond the arc, especially if you let him get into the corners. He's crazy good from there. Three ball is skipped off, and last touch by Hannah. There was a contested shot there for Cameron Lawin. Skipped off right, and just Hannah cannot come up with it. Moselle with pressure, did not step out. Looked like he did from here. Dent dishes, Moselle feed, and fouled. Sends him to the line. Now the one thing, Caden, if I'm Stefan Cicic, you know, these games in the grand scheme don't really mean a lot. This is a great chance to really nail down your free throw shooting before state.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's, 1 for 2 right now? Make that 2 for
3.
Yeah, so, just get it. This is almost just practice for him, like you said. As, you know, we go into state, free throws are going to be critical. I mean, they are in every game, but especially when you go into big playoff games, you know, you'll need free throws. You need to make sure that you get those free points and you're not missing them. Because if you go 50% from the free throw line, that's still good. But if you could go, 60%, that's just a little bit better. That can help your team.
And he's a guy that gets fouled a lot.
Exactly,
He does a lot of his activity in the paint.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of the shooting fouls occur. So a guy like Stefan Cicic, a great rebound there by Rajay Woods, who checked in. A guy like that needs to hit those free throws because, like you said, it's free points. You need to hit those. And speaking of free points, Danny Sims puts down a 3 and knots it up at 15. There's Dent, takes that 3. The lanky, and it gets caught in the basket. That's going to be Spartans' ball because of the possession arrow.
Oh, that depends on the possession arrow?
Yeah, it does.
I thought it would just be, Spartans' ball because, ND was the one who got stuck in the rim. Wow, learn something new every day, don't you?
Right. So, I'm not trying to criticize that at all, but here's partially why that happens, as that's missed. Sherrod Dent puts a lot of backspin on his ball when he shoots it, and he's also a rainbow shooter, which means he's not very precision-based, so to speak, where it's on a line. He just kind of lofts it up, puts it on a loop, so to speak. So that could happen because if it falls short and it's just off a little bit far enough, it's going to land there. You live and you learn. That's a breakdown from me. No foul there, and Cicic not pleased. And he comes back looking astonished. And a block.
Sends it right back to him.
Oh, my. Get that out of my house. Coming in now is Michael Smith. And inbounding is Woods. 6'3" senior. And we got one more coming in. Martez Jackson coming in for Caleb Hanna. And another one!
2 in a row.
He's not done! You gotta be kidding me.
Students
oh my.
Going crazy for that one.
Wow. And that's gonna stay. As Dent lasts the touch. I just noticed this. The numbers on orange jerseys look just like the old football uniforms that we had. Not the JV ones. Just the numbers are filled in. I don't know why I just made that observation. I thought I should share.
Never recognized that.
I thought I should.
In a million years.
Well, yeah, because my freshman year when I first started doing games, that is short and wow. Michael Smith with a nice grab. Freshman year, they had the now sophomore team jerseys, and those were horrible to try and call games for because you could not see who anybody was. And a travel. That gets called on Martez Jackson. We got a knotted up game here with 5 minutes to go in the half. 15-15. And a low fouling game at that, only two piece.
Yeah, I feel like that number's going to go up a little bit in these next 4 minutes coming out to the end of the half and it being so close, but I mean, we'll never know. Maybe they'll just not foul.
Coleman, transition three, no good. Heidersbach getting that rebound. Williams thought about it, decides not to, and that's a foul on Williams. He's not very pleased.
Yeah. So yeah, remind me, what was the score at the start of the half? Was
13-12.
13-12. So yeah, not a high scoring second quarter. And like we saw in the charts that you put up before the game, you know, both of these teams had pretty low scoring first quarters and then high scoring second quarters, where here it's the opposite. And I want to see how that affects them going into halftime. You know,
Cheek with another. You got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. He can't get enough of it. He's having too much fun with it. That'll stay here. Heidersbach touched. And we'll get, I don't know who that is. He is not on our sheet. Okay. We'll call him numero tres for right now. We'll see if we can dig that up at halftime for you. We do have a number 3 out there for Orr. We don't know who it is, though. We'll see if we can find that out. Here is Mystery Man. He misses. Roger Woods will kick out to Martez Jackson. Moselle backs him up. Jackson to Woods. Let's see Cameron Lund check back in. And now we're starting to see the Spartans slow it down a little bit. Jackson. A long possession, wow.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of saying their names. Mystery Man kicks it over. Sims. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Do something already. I'm joking. As Woods, after a couple of bounces, will put it in, and the Spartans take the lead back. Long drawn-out possession. Ends up working. Lost it up, and Mystery Guy touches it last. We got some substitutions.
That was a risky possession there from ND. You know, making that long pass could have risked them a turnover, but luckily it didn't.
We'll have our second quarter intermission. We'll be back in 90 seconds. We're back with 2:53 to go after a deadly dangerous possession there from the Dons. They ended up keeping it. It's Coleman. Good for 2. Makes it 17-17. Low scoring quarter. The Dons only with 4. Spartans not doing much better. They only have 5. Steal there. And that'll be taken right back.
Good idea. Just, too many people in the paint to execute that.
And no and 1 there. That'll go up against Heidersbach. So Hannah will head to the line. And that foul count starting to grow a little bit for the Dons, now up to 4. First one misses. Pull it down. No. Pull the menu down. Never mind. Don't worry about it. That one is missed.
It's made.
Never mind. I wasn't paying attention. It looked like it was missed by the way they went after it. See, I was doing something else. I was trying to find out if we could find the identity of our mystery guy. We have not found out yet. We'll go down during halftime and find that out. Here's Coleman. I had a chance to do it, so I took advantage. I'd rather say that he missed it and him making it than the other way around, because I feel like that's worse. Not great there from Williams. Feeds it up, and it falls. We still don't know who he is. They don't know at the table. Can we keep calling him Mystery Man?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, we genuinely don't know who he is. It's Williams. In and out on a 3.
Unlucky. Great ball movement there. Great play execution. Yeah, just couldn't get it to fall.
Going up is Lilly, missing. Chichik rebounds. Williams cuts back. Look at this ball handling he's got here. Almost double teamed. Coleman, that's knocked out. That's going to stay with the Dons. Hannah knocking that one away. It's going to be Moselle to inbound with 50 seconds to go here in the first half. 20-17, Spartans leading it. And as Caden pretty accurately predicted, low scoring one so far.
Yeah.
Although that first quarter was anything but. And wow, Lilly almost sold that charge. That was not called. That probably should have been. But oh well. We can't all have nice things.
Looks like they're going to hold it for the last shot, which makes sense. Just 20 seconds left here.
Yeah, I can't say I'm really surprised.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You're up 3 going into the half. Take what you can get. 6 seconds. They got to do something. Now they do. And it amounts to nothing. They held on to it for a little bit too long as we go into halftime with the Spartans leading by 3. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Just about a minute away from starting out the third quarter. And we've got a tight one here today. 20-17. This is pretty typical from what we've seen in the past from this team. And or two. They played a lot of tight games this year, a lot of low-scoring games. But, you know, I was kind of surprised at the huge discrepancy we saw in scoring between the first two quarters.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is a little off topic, but I just want to ask. So during the ESCC tournament that happened over the weekend, I saw ND had black jerseys. Was that just for the tournament? Just to kind of...
They actually now have alternate jerseys.
Okay,
they're
is that what
they're
that
a
is?
blue base.
Oh, that's blue? Okay, I
It's
couldn't
blue
really tell.
with green numerals. I was actually talking to Mac Ross before the game had started. They were planning on bringing those out for state playoffs.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they look awesome.
I love them.
Yeah, exactly. They're awesome. And I saw the posts and everything about them, so I was just wondering because I've never seen them before, so I was confused if it was
Really haven't
just for the tournament.
Yeah,
they
they haven't worn them a lot. They wore them for when they played Northridge, and that's really about it. Probably about. I think they wore them in some tournaments too. I haven't gotten to watch every game.
Yeah.
And not every school provides somewhere you can watch it where you don't have to pay for it because I don't like paying for stuff. But anyway, that's old news.
Yeah.
They're also planning on bringing them out for Friday because we're having a fundraiser here for a boy named Cameron Taft. He's a cousin of actually one of our varsity basketball managers, Joe Weber. And his older brother, Owen, who's a junior. Joe is a freshman as we get underway here in the third quarter. Their cousin, Cameron, is dealing with very expensive medical bills. So they're doing a Super Camp fundraiser here on Friday. So everyone's going to be decked out in red and blue. So the Dons are playing South Elgin. There's no bucket there. South Elgin wears red jerseys. So the plan is, for right now, tentatively, that they're going to bring the blue jerseys out for the night.
All right.
So from what I've heard, too, I was talking to him a little bit. He said that South Elgin's buying in a little bit to it. So I think they're going to be helping out a little bit, too. Caden's also going to get to carry the freight a little bit on Friday, too. This is my last regular season game for the year. I'm not going to be around on Friday. So Hank Friedrich's going to be back, too. I think Mosell's going to get called for a foul here. Oh, no. Not Moselle. I take that. Okay, hold on a second. That was Markel Crump, not Moselle. I don't know what I was talking about.
And Coach Four just got teed up, I'm pretty sure.
We've seen a lot of technicals here. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. I mean, every
Over the
team we
last
play,
couple games.
yeah, seems very physical in, you know, just their overall play style, and I think that's what causes
It's
that.
kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it kind of is. Just how many we've had.
Yeah, so the plan is they're going to bring out those blue jerseys. Hank is going to be back on Friday. So it'll be Hank, Caden, and then also Andrew Dobek's going to be here calling the game as well. So you will not hear from me. Maybe. I might join in during halftime.
Oh.
I'll actually be in Michigan for the weekend. We're leaving on Friday for a little college touring. That should be fun. I'll still be around for state, though. Don't worry. I know you'll miss me.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Very much. Wink, wink.
Stefan tried to put it back up. Second chance, no good. We'll get a third chance. Here's Bryce. Stolen, but it's going to stay here.
I like the ball movement they had there. Stefan saw that he might have been blocked, so he just made a quick little flip to... that was Bryce. Yeah, made a quick little flip to Bryce Coleman. And, you know, drew some contact, almost got a foul going up, but went out of bounds.
6:49 to go here in the third quarter.
That's a nice move. That looked like a foul on, I think that was number 10. It looked like he, like, grabbed him and, I don't know. That was weird, but way to play through the contact there, Stefan.
We've seen Leonte Lilly be quite physical tonight. He's,
I mean,
you know, you wouldn't think that. He's 5'8" and 150 pounds, as that's going to be an and one. That's Chichik getting a foul.
All right, I'll take over for a few minutes. Danny's got some work to do over there, so we see number 23, Markel Crump, shooting his second free throw and just off. So, yeah, we've seen a couple free throws this game. Each team hit a couple, missed a couple, so, you know, like I said before, that's going to play out in the long run as we see Moselle in the corner. Back to Sonny at the top of the key. Brings it around to McGee. For the three, just off. Number 3 on Orr. We still don't know who it is. Even our score table doesn't even know who this is. That's a 3 from Cameron Lawen. That's going to put Orr up by 4 in a tight game. I took it over for a minute.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. We had some tech problems. That's what I'm good at. I do it as a side hustle. I'm joking. What'd I miss?
Not much. 3-pointer and a free throw. And
that happened too.
Yeah.
It's not a 2-point game again. So fast how these guys play. It's crazy. I love it though. Like, we haven't seen a lot of these games.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of passing around the perimeter and then finding the most open shot.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, but now we've kind of nice hustle.
Scrum. I think we're gonna. Oh, no jump ball. They got rid of it. And uh-oh. We got a whistle. Did we get a timeout? We did. Okay. So the Spartans just called a timeout. The ref gave a nice hug to Coach Clancy that I didn't think he was expecting. We'll be back in 30 seconds. .5:11 to go here in the third. And that's good.
Oh, yeah, and while you're gone, I talked about how we still don't know number 3 on the Spartans' name.
His identity is unknown.
Yeah.
We'll never figure it out. Moselle drives, now he'll kick it away. Running things down. Coleman on a fade. Oh, good.
It's a nice move there, just a couple dribbles to the L, takes the jump shot. Yeah, we've seen a lot of nice moves from both teams tonight, you know, just not a lot of shots falling.
I mean, they're very athletic. We've seen that pretty evidently, and they're proving it kind of like that, almost putting that down. Was Rajai Woods, and Coleman brings the house down. Timeout for the Dons. It's a 2-point game. We come back with 4 minutes to play after Bryce Coleman electrifying the crowd here tonight. That is missed. Bounces around a little bit, and Heidersbach with the rebound. Maybe a little momentum shift that the Dons badly needed.
Yeah, I mean, that was explosive right there. See him go up and draw a foul. That was explosive. He started at it looked like almost the box and just
he flew.
Flight, yeah. I think that's definitely going to be what they needed, like almost a spark to get back into this. I mean, it's not that they were ever out of it, but, you know, I feel like they're going to go on a long run here.
Highlight reel play, and
that might be the mask.
So did someone take a timeout then before?
That was, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so while we try and figure out who that last timeout belonged to, we'll head off for a quick minute. .339 to go here in the third quarter. And free throws coming for Bryce Coleman. He's looking to get the last 4 points. And now golf voices. And he misses. Now he goes back for his second shot. Here it is. And it's good.
I don't like the golf voice.
Yeah, I don't either. I haven't brought out the golf voice in a while. Although I must admit, I'm probably never going to do a golf match unless like it happens in college or like beyond that. I don't even think we'd have the capacity to do that here. I'd love to try, but I mean, it probably wouldn't happen. We tried to do cross country last year and it failed. It's Coleman! Get your minds off cross country, gentlemen. I train threes. Dons have their first lead since way back in the early part of the second quarter. Spin move. There's McCarthy. Drive in for a mystery guy. Kicks out. McCarthy. Just keep moving it around. We did get Lodogowski checking in for the Spartans.
Yeah, we haven't seen this much, you know, for the Spartans this game. You know, just a lot of passing around the perimeter. You know, it's been a lot of driving right to the basket.
They're trying to break this Dons defense down. And an and one. Was not a lot of contact there, but sold it well enough.
Yeah, I think it was just the downward motion, the way he waved his arm down. You just can't do that. That's what a lot of players think. You know, even if you get all ball, if you're kind of having like a downward motion on the player with your arms and you're, you know, really, it might not look like contact. It's going to get called a foul in this game, especially at this level too.
Shot is good. And here's that full court press again. Yankutu did check in for the Dons. And a 1 point game as Chichik's foul count starting to get up there. That's the other thing too. As physical as he is in the paint, he's always running a danger of getting fouled out. Although I don't think he's done it this year.
Yeah, he's got pretty high up there in the foul column, but yeah, just never manages to get out of the game from that yet.
That's just wild. And that's a charge on Coleman.
I don't know about that one.
You know, if anything has been going good for the Spartans in terms of physicality, they've been really good at selling fouls, I've noticed.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those, like right there. Might not have been a charge, but they sold it well the way, just fell at the perfect time, made sure that they could sell it. And they got the foul call, so, I mean, it works in the end.
It's like they're taking acting classes during practice. Joking, people. We have fun here. It's like if you were around for soccer season. That's all we did was tell jokes. It was just like a podcast. And we had a jersey tug there. That's on Kutu. Or no, that's not on Kutu. Sorry, wrong 10. That's Leonte Lilly. I don't know how to read. Yeah, that's basically all it was during soccer season. It was basically a 2-hour podcast.
Yeah.
More or less.
We lost our thoughts pretty quickly. Just kind of started talking about whatever.
Well, we're not the most well versed in soccer, and it's a lot of running up and down the court. For my liking, I don't like running to begin with, so I don't like watching it exactly.
Just rebound.
And Moselle can't hang on. So yeah, expect more of that next year. Of talking over soccer games like that. And Caden getting more work during football season, I hope. So
yeah, I'll see what I can do. See what I can work out.
And next year, maybe full-time basketball guy.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
There we go.
Joe Murphy and Adam Gallagher getting into it. They're not happy. I can't blame them. That was wow.
Could have been dangerous.
Yeah.
Luckily, nothing happened, but the way how fast Sonny was running up the court and just the, wrong time, wrong place.
Heidersbach inbounds, looking for treasure, and X marks the spot. I've been wanting to pull out a treasure one-liner for so long, and I just felt like that was the time to do it. But, I feel like that would be a good one. Loose ball, and Sherrod Dent, last to touch as he lays back on the ground. It makes sense to pull out a treasure, like X marks the spot, if it's like a sandy color, because then you can see it. Like, see X on the sand. Why am I talking about this?
Yeah, come on. There's 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Focus on the game.
My mind's drifting. I'm sorry. Staff Sergeant Stattershaw, if you're watching right now, I hope you're amused. That misses. Put back. No good. Try to put back again. Doesn't happen. Dent coming away with it. Still 12 seconds.
Gives the Dons plenty of time.
Chichik with a body. No good. Rebounding is Hannah. 4 seconds. And foul's called. Wadagowski tried to go up for it. 1.6 left. He'll head to the line.
See if they can take a 1-point lead right before the quarter ends here.
So Don's now up to 4 fouls, and now Lodagowski is going to go get checked out by the trainer. Oh, maybe an open wound here. Looks like they're opening a bandage pack. While that's happening, we'll take a quick break. So after all that, I think it was just wound opened, takes a shot and misses. Let's see if we can find where that was. It looked like a bandage got put on somewhere. As Williams will head off, Kutsu comes back in. That was weird. Shot is good. So 1 for 2 from the line. Can Dent get it off? Floats it. Oh, good. So we'll head into the final quarter with the Spartans leading by 2. It's been a good one. Don't go anywhere. We're back with 8 minutes to go here in the fourth. It's almost over.
I'm excited to see this ending. If you know, it kind of goes by quarter, about 10 points per quarter, my prediction should come out to be pretty true. I said 44-41 Dons, so maybe back-to-back games of correct predictions.
Oh, Heidersbach tried to get a charge there. That ended up not happening as Martez Jackson puts it through and makes it a 4-point game. You know, this reminds me a lot of the Marian Catholic game. It was a foul here. It reminds me a lot of the Marian Catholic game, especially for the Dons. Just, you know, the first 2 quarters reversed. They started out slow in the first, came back roaring in the second. Switch in this game was very good. And they've been staying in it all game.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's a complete blowout. It's 4 points right now, and the Dons have the ball, so it's not like it's a horrible game or anything. Looked like that should have been a foul, yeah.
Hard hit there for Sonny going under the backboard. Send it the other way, sir. That puts the Dons into the bonus.
Yeah, I was going to say, or up to 7 fouls now, which kind of came out of nowhere in a way.
Yeah, that happened fast.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, where did that come from? Anyway. Williams dishes to Dent. Takes that 3. Short. And that's a foul on Chichik. Oh, boy. That foul count is getting up there. I think he's at either 3 or 4 now.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. I agree. Yeah, it's probably 3 or 4.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
So if we take a look.
Steal.
Oh, never mind. Let's focus on the game a little bit here. Heidersbach. Quick 3. Off the back. Here comes that fast break. And Mystery Man with the N1.
See, that's what confuses me is, you know, Sonny looked like he set his feet there, took a charge, but then, you know, down on the other end when Orr got the charge call, it looked like, you know, he was still shuffling his feet the whole time, so I don't know. It looked a little, didn't look like that should have been a blocking foul.
Anthony McGee's going to come in for Williams. I feel like, this is just me, but I feel like it's very unprofessional to call someone Mystery Man. But, you know, I'd rather not call him number 3. That just sounds weird.
Yeah.
At least we can have a little fun about it.
Yeah.
And he's been playing very, very well.
Yeah, yes, for sure.
Since he's coming on into the game, he has not come out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's having great, too. He's drawn a lot of contact to get himself to the line and make free throws, so that shows how confident he is in his free throws. And he's honestly helped Orr put some points on the board in critical situations.
Heidersbach kicks out to Coleman. Chichik. And he'll go to the line.
That's a good sight to see. You know, him, Stefan going up to the, straight up to the rim every time, drawing contact. Don't say anything, please. You
Words are hard.
I know. Draws a lot of contact and takes him to the line, and he is a very good free throw shooter. He's having a great season on free throws and a great game. Let's see if he can sink these next 2. As it goes in. A little help from the backboard.
A little bounce and a skip. 6:09 to go here in the game, and a 6-point Spartan lead. A low-scoring one. This is what we saw coming. Make it a 5-point game. Here's Leonte Lilly. Guarded by Heidersbach. A little 1-3-1 action here for the Dons. Turning it into 2-3, and it goes the other way. And Caleb Hanna just looks very confused. I think that was on somebody else, but just looking at a Caleb Hanna there. He just had this very confused look on his face. His little full court press coming on. Coleman, very aggressive. And offensive foul there.
Travel.
Travel. I didn't see the.
It was down on the sideline closest to us, so it might have been blocked.
I didn't see it. Sorry.
I think no, it's fine. Hey, I mean,
our sight lines are weird here.
I haven't had the best talking day either, so.
I haven't had the best vision day. I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. Drive. And a timeout, I think. Yeah, that's a timeout, all right. So a timeout called by the Spartans. Let her do a quick break. With 5:07 to go, it's a 5-point game. See how that works out? Five numbers. Okay. Anyway, enough of me acting like I'm a preschooler. That's a 3-ball from Cameron Lawin.
We've seen a lot of that tonight. He likes to shoot the 3-ball, and I mean, it works out for him. So.
Heidersbach over to Moselle, who came back in. It's the 5 starters, almost the 5 starters. It's the 4 starters plus Heidersbach. Or you could say 5 starters minus Williams. I don't know which sounds better. Anyway, Coleman shooting a 3, misses, trying to get his own rebound. And it was rebounded by Leonte Lilly. But it winds up being Notre Dame basketball because he took that thing right out of bounds. So it'll be Moselle inbounding it. Finds the deep man in McGee. Movement here. McGee driving, floats. And one! Contact on his way up leads to free throws for Anthony McGee. And a chance to make it a 5-point game.
What they needed, just a little bit of toughness going to the rim. And see, we got the N1 there, so now, yeah, can closing the gap a little bit.
That falls. So it is noted now that the Dons are in the double bonus. Any more fouls that Orr commits, Dons will head to the line twice. The Dons also have no fouls to give up against the Spartans. Now it's 6. Driving. And now escaping faster than a jackrabbit. I don't know. I could have come up with something better. I knew exactly what I wanted to say, but I couldn't get it out. I hate it when that happens.
Hey, that's been me all night, so.
You and me both, buddy. Let's drain some time while we're at it. Where's that hourglass with the sand in it? We could use that right about now. And a foul. That'll send the driver of the mystery machine to the free throw line. What do you call him? Which character from Scooby-Doo should we dub him now?
No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not either. I was just hoping I could get a rise out of you. All jokes aside, I mean, this kid, we said it earlier, this kid's been playing incredible tonight.
Yeah, and like I said, he's made a lot of he's got a lot of contact to go to the line. And like I said before, he's very confident in his free throw shooting abilities because we've seen him at the line so much tonight. So
before we have that second shot, we're going to take the mask time out. We'll be back in about a minute. Free throw coming here for the Spartans. And Caden may get his prediction right.
They just can't score in 3 minutes, which is very unlikely.
We've seen stranger things.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. There's been some crazy stuff this year. What else would be new? Michael Smith did check back in for the Spartans after that break, and Chichik hits the deck and it'll send him to the line. Two shots for him. It's on Michael Smith. And Stefan trying to cut into this a little more.
Yeah, if you can. So close. I was going to say, if you could drain both of these, that would give the Dons, what was that, 5 points? So, like you said before, free throws are going to be critical in close games like this, especially in the playoffs where everything's going to be critical, especially for Stefan, who, gets to the line often. And, this team relies on him to make his free throws because he's at the line so often.
Just something he's got to keep working.
Yeah.
And remember, this guy's only a sophomore. He's got a lot of room to grow. Jan Kutu is going to come in for Chichik. We also saw Lilly and Lawen and Sims come back in for the Spartans. There's a full court now for the Dons. Haven't seen a ton of that. It's existed, but it hasn't happened a lot. Here comes Woods feeding the paint.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to see a lot of passing here just to drain out the clock.
Yeah.
We've seen that a lot in recent games.
Might see some fouls start to happen maybe in the next 20 seconds or so. There's one there. So it looks like the Dons are going to start to play that foul game, especially now because the Spartans are in the bonus as well. There really isn't any harm in it at this point.
Yeah.
But the problem is, though, for the Dons is that Orr has been very, very good from the free throw line.
Yeah, they've been phenomenal all night, only missing probably about 2 or 3 in total.
And you can't see it on your screen. There was a jump ball call. That's going to be Notre Dame basketball. Jordan Lodogowski went down court and was guarding against a cross-court pass. Heads-up awareness there by Lodogowski. Possession arrow switches now. It's now on Orr's side. Moselle to inbound. And that possession arrow could play huge down the stretch. Steal there. And a float. Michael Smith takes advantage. It's now an 8-point game. Almost another steal there. Coleman blocked. And there's a foul. Take that back. It's a timeout. Dons will discuss things with 2 minutes to play. It's an 8-point game. Back in action with 2 minutes to go. It's an 8-point ball game with the Spartans leading it. And Orr is a little under 2 minutes away from walking out of here with a big win over a 3A opponent.
Another nice move.
Double digits.
Seeing that, yeah. Yeah, it was a hard-fought game for both teams, and another turnover that leads to a bucket. Hard-fought game for both teams until these last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter when Orr just got out to a big lead and never gave it up.
And it doesn't look like they're planning on giving it up anytime soon here in the next minute 30 as Williams now will head to the stripe. Could maybe cut it down to 10, but it's going to take a miracle for the Dons to come back here in the next 81 seconds. And first is good. And the second is good. So Heidersbach now is going to come in for Moselle. And I think now if you're the Dons, you kind of have to go with your defensive-minded lineup.
Yeah.
Force the trap. That's what they did, but here comes the cross court. No foul yet. I think that's what they're trying to do right now. Get the foul. And there it is. Heidersbach got a little handsy there. He got right up into the face of Leonte Lilly.
Might be a little frustrated with the outcome so far. With
I can imagine, yeah.
Last minute and 7 seconds left in this game.
Just completely fell apart. I don't know a better adjective to use for it. I mean, they collapsed more or less. I mean, it was close the entire game, and then
yeah, like I said, it was just these last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter when everything just started kind of going downhill for the Dons.
Lead is now 11 for the Spartans, who look like they're going to improve their record to 16-9. The Dons will fall to 17-13 if this score holds up. and a rare losing streak for them. We haven't seen that a lot in recent years. We'll have one more chance to get that taste out of their mouth before state. As Coleman drains it, hold on a second.
3 more of those.
Hold on.
A tie game.
Okay, so Notre Dame just used a timeout. They still have 3 left. They're in good shape in that department. And there's still a minute to go. All right. That's something.
Yeah, I mean, a minute's plenty of time. You know, it's 9 points, but it's possible now as long as it's under 10, I'd say.
They badly needed that.
Yeah.
They hadn't been great from beyond the arc tonight, and that was a huge shot right there. They just made.
Yeah.
Albeit it's kind of been a bit out of reach for the last couple of minutes. Trying to change that narrative here with under a minute to go. All of a sudden, Bryce Coleman has made things a little more interesting. But look out. No foul! You got to be kidding me.
I don't think that's a foul. I think that's a hamstring injury right there.
There's a lot of contact there.
Looked like he couldn't get any. He could not get off the ground when he tried to jump after that. It looks like some sort of hamstring or calf injury.
So we're going to head off. We'll be back shortly. Well, a quite horrific injury, to say the least, there for Leonte Lilly, and a big loss for the Spartans down the stretch. Legs are not supposed to move like that. And with 38 seconds, Dent will take a 3 and just missed.
I mean, nothing he could do there. He had to go for that shot.
And that's you want him to do that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's what he does that really well. So you can understand why you want him out there taking that shot. And a timeout on the court. I think that was an or timeout. So they just used their last timeout, and we're going to head into another break. With 34 seconds will be an inbound here. And foul here. And heading up to the line. Now both teams in double bonus mode with 10. And at the line is Hannah. Try and get it to a 10-pointer. Will do that. So Caden, following this game for the Dons, what do they look towards for improvement on Friday?
I mean, not much they can improve. It's really just about holding their ground. You know, they've played a great game. They've made most of their free throws. You know, they did very well at the free throw line, actually. And, you know, they stayed close this whole game. And it was just these last couple minutes where they start to fall apart. So I feel like just in the future games, in the upcoming games, not sure what happened, as I was going to say. In the future and upcoming games, just make sure they hold their ground and don't loosen up at all. Don't let the other teams take the lead away that easily.
And a smart play there by the Spartans. They're not trying to let the Dons get threes. They're trying to send them to the line because they know they're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
So I like the play there from the Spartans. Very heads up. They know that if the Dons get a good shot, they're probably going to make it, even though it hasn't been working that well tonight. It usually does. Williams hits both. And Williams last to touch it. Still playing their hearts out.
Yeah.
I love it.
Acting like it's not over. I mean, it's not over until the
look out.
Final buzzer for.
Great pass. I thought he was going to dunk that. I mean, Danny Sims is not the tallest kid. He's 6'1". I was really thinking he was going to dunk it. Well, with that, the Spartans come into Niles and pick up a huge win, an 11-point win at that. After a couple of tough games against Kenwood and Normal West, they get back into the win column, and they now improve to 16-9. They lead, they beat the Dons by a final score of 53-42. Not how the Dons wanted it to come out, but they still played a good game.
Yeah, still a great game. I mean, we mentioned this all game, how they played their hearts out the whole game. And even in those last couple minutes where they were down by 10, they still acted like it was a one-point game and just tried to come back into it. And it almost worked, but unfortunately did not work out the way they wanted it to.
Well, I'll say something before we head off. It's been awesome getting to do this season with you, with Andrew, with Hank. I know Hank couldn't be here with us tonight. It is the last game I'm going to do before state. So it's been great being with all of you this year, for all the Notre Dame fans and everyone from other schools that have come in as well. Thank you for being with us all year. You guys are what make us love ourselves, I guess, and why you keep coming back. You guys, it's you, the fans. That's why we do this. So for our entire production crew, for Caden Frawley, Standingberg signing off. Make sure you come back with us on Friday for Super Can Night when the Dons host South Elgin. Signing off. Have a great night. Go Dons.